and agree or say if that be the case, how I move this PowerPoint along. Okay, are the Israelites really African? Now, to deal with this, I had to ask a couple questions. Reason. That's what we're doing. Let's take a look at the question. Are the Israelites really Africans? Right? We have to ask a question now. How is the term African, right, being used? Africans, right? As in Ham's sons or in the land of Ham, meaning the continent that the Hamitic people basically ruled for years. Are you saying Africa, the land? Are you saying Africans, right? The people of the land. See, when you ask that question, then you have to deal with the totality of what being talked about. You know what I'm saying? So now let's move on. The progenitors of the Africans, right? The people that stay on the continent of Africa. The majority, not all, right? As we're going to see. Most people have heard Israelites use this Zondervan Bible dictionary plenty of times. I'll just put it in the PowerPoint, right? According to the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, listed on the Ham, page 330, it defines as the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood, right? 8 people, that's the Bible outline of what happened. He became the progenitor, meaning the forefather, basically, of the dark-skinned race. The melanated people, as people like to say today, not the Negroes. Who is known as the Negroes today? Most of us in quote-unquote North America, to be more specific, the United States of North America, right? Or the US of A, right? But the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, so on and so forth. Such information that was provided by this dictionary, this Zondervan Dictionary, is very important to understand that Ham is the father of the dark-skinned race of melanated people, Hamitic or Africans, right? But not the Negro, or the nigger, or the coon, or the black, or the African American, in other terms, or bywords, as the Bible say, that denotes us today, right? This could be proven to be true according to the Bible text itself, right? That this is stated correctly. Zonda was stated pretty correctly, right? Who he the father of? You would say or make the argument, not the Negro. We'll deal with that a little later. Genesis 10:6, and the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, which is Egypt, Put, and Canaan. Canaan is the son of Ham, right? The Canaanites, or the land of Canaan, is the land of Ham, right? Children, last son, Canaan, right? So when the Israelites, come into that land and start dwelling in that land, then you got to know that they still, from a biblical literary aspect, still is in Africa or the land of Ham. So technically, we will still be considered Africans or living in the land of Ham, even to this very day if we was over there happening in the land, due to the fact that the Bible, literary aspect, denotes, right? So now, from the sons of Ham to the land, we're going to deal with it through the scriptures a little bit. Like I said, I'm not trying to read all this stuff. I don't want to look bad, stumbling and bumbling. I think that's why some Israelites do have readers. And that's why, the ones that can read good step up and do their job. Just like the scribes and everything else. See its functionality in the body. Moses had Aaron. He wasn't a good speaker. I don't know about reader, but he wasn't a good speaker. He says his tongue wasn't all that good. The Lord said, well, I'm going to give your brother Aaron. He speak good. So he showed you to go out 2 by 2, even way back then. He don't change, right? So Psalms 105:23. Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham, right? Showing once again that we went into Egypt, the land of Ham, or Africa, right? A certain part of Africa, Egypt, Kemet, right? He sent Moses, his servant, and Aaron, whom he had chosen, right? They showed his signs amongst them and wonders in the land of Ham, Africa, right? In the books of Psalms, the word of the Lord is teaching us that the Hamitic / African was named, or who named the land Ham. Now that's where my grammatical skills come in there, and my, typing and stuff, because Egypt is located northeast of Africa, right? In Africa, I have Psalms 106:21. And then y'all can see I threw this together right after I seen the video. I done added some more, which I just came off a 12-hour shift. But I thought I want to do this today, and most people know me from a blog talk show. That's the Huddle, blog talk radio, the Huddle. Know that when I feel the itch and the need to be scratched, I scratch it, right? So I'm here scratching my itch today. Psalms 106:2-1. They forgot God, their Savior, which had done great things in Egypt, wonderful works in the land of Ham, right? Terrible things by the Red Sea. Psalm 78:51. And smoked all the firstborn in Egypt, the chief of their strength in the tabernacles, which is basically house, home, land of Ham, right? Now, those two stories, people like to argue if they true. Was the Israelites down there for 400 years? So on and so forth, like Polite asked Guerrilla Hebrew, right? And so that's when he come up with his talking point. Well, if you was in Egypt being oppressed for 400 years, then you must have been raped, because oppressors rape those who they oppress or enslave, right? This was his train of thought, his talking point that he brought to the table. Now, some brother on Facebook said, if. I did not hear if. I didn't listen to the video again this morning. And like I said, I gave him an invite. If he want to come on, it's no problem. He probably saw this brother can't read this, that, and I don't, people like to try to throw jabs at me. It's all good. I can do what need to be done when it need to be done, when under pressure. Any other time, I don't care what you think about it. I'm not here for a publicity contest. I'm here to spread truth as I know it. So now, the progenitors of the Israelite, Shem, right? The children of Israel are descendants of Shem. The book of Chronicles give us the same genealogy that's in Genesis chapter 10. But it's a little bit more direct, right? Let me deal with some of this. What I want to deal with. I don't even want to deal with all of that. Save myself some reading and some stumbling and bumbling. All right, Israelites and the land of Canaan that I was just talking about, right? The Israelites was promised the land of Canaan by God. Hamitic land. You can talk about the fault line now. You can talk about whatever you want. But from a biblical literary aspect, that is Hamitic land. To be exact, is Canaan land. And the Israelites got that from God. So that's Africa. If you put the understanding together, if you ignorant and you just want to argue and debate, whether you be an Israelite that want to argue it, or you be a Kimite or a quote unquote son of Ham, African, they want to debate it. That'll be ignorant, right? I've been ignorant before, still ignorant. So, Leviticus 25:38. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, or the land of Ham, to take you what? To another spot in the land of Ham, another son, inheritance or territory, right? To give you the land of Canaan and to be your God. So if they're, however I should have said it, so if they went to the land of Ham, son, right, which is known today, I jacked that all up. I can admit it. But basically, I was trying to say, so if they left Egypt and went to another son, Canaan, which is still Hamitic land, then today that's known as the land of Africa. So yeah, y'all got me. Once again, I threw up a PowerPoint and I won scholastically. I can't even say the word, see? I won the scholar and did all my research and, dotted my I's and Q's. But let's read on. Even fumbling and bumbling, I still put in better work than you. Just think if I really put the time in. All right. Then we know from the verse up top, Leviticus 25:8, right? That and I think here it is, I explained it better here. That Israel came out of Egypt, one Hamitic African land, into Canaan, another Hamitic African land, right? 70 Israelites went into captivity in Egypt. Well, that's kind of wrong. 70 went into Egypt and became eventually, their family eventually became captives in the land of Egypt. So let me correct myself. And during the 400 years, the Israelites were in captivity in Egypt. They and their descendants intermarried with non-Israelites, Hamitic, Cushites, Canaanites, whoever was in Egypt at the time, right? The Israelites was there, or the Israelites were in Egypt, 430 years, 400 in captivity. The group of, or a group of over 600,000 men plus women and children left Egypt under Moses. This is what the Bible say, right? Give me a sec. I'm try to see what's going on. Look like somebody hit me up somewhere. Give me one quick sec. Y'all hear the train? Matter of fact, let me do something, y'all. My bad, I stayed by the train, y'all. So as y'all can see, the train is still passing by. For most people that hear me talking on blog talk and stuff, they don't really believe that I stay by a train track. If they derail, it'll kill me. But like I said, I'm outside in Arkansas, just putting this little presentation together. Just doing my little thing, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people die for stuff that I do, because I do it with a certain taste, a taste of I don't care, just like now. But like I said, if you really listen to what I do and say, you'll see the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in what I do. Okay, train is about to go. You know what I'm saying? If you was on the street, if you was on the street in New York, you'd hear the ambulances and the fire truck and the police and stuff of that nature. So you're not in New York City listening. You're not listening to somebody in New York City. You listen to somebody in Arkansas. So that's what you get.